Hello, Peach listeners, and welcome to See the Peach Beyond the Eye audio segment, a podcast brought to you by the Peaches and Cream Foundation. I'm Katie, your host, joined by Maddie, our co-host and intern. You're tuning in to segment 1 of our 4-part series, Are You Actually Coping or Just Coasting?, where we peel back the layers and explore what healing, growth, and community really look like. This segment is inspired by an article written by Anthony Palese, our psychology intern from the University of Illinois, Chicago. His insights helped shape this conversation, bringing fresh perspective and real-world relevance to the challenges we all face when it comes to stress, coping, and emotional growth. So, Maddie, tell us more about this series.
Sure, Katie. This series is for college students, teens, professionals, parents, anyone navigating stress, growth, and the messy middle of life. And today, we're starting with a question that hits close. Are you coping or just coasting?
We've all heard it. College is the best time of your life. A period of exploration, growth, and self-discovery. Sounds dreamy, right?
Katie, it sounds dreamy, but behind the highlight reels of campus life lies a reality many students face: overwhelming stress. Between balancing academics, social lives, jobs, and plans, it is no surprise that students seek ways to cope. And when things get tough, we seek ways to cope. But not every coping strategy is helping. Some of them, they're quietly hurting. Understanding the difference between healthy and harmful ways of managing stress is key to not just surviving college, but thriving in it. And while this was written with college students in mind, these truths resonate with anyone navigating stress and the expectations that come with it.
That wraps up segment 1 of See the Peach Beyond the Eye. So like, share, grab a seat, and let's take the Peach Wellness Van to the next segment. Segment 2, When Coping Turns Harmful. Welcome back, Peach listeners. Segment 2 is here. When Coping Turns Harmful. If you missed segment 1, we explored the difference between coping and coasting. Now we're digging deeper into habits that feel like coping, but might be hurting us.
Katie, let's be real. In high-stress environments like college, it is easy to fall into coping habits that feel good in the moment but become destructive over time. Take alcohol. It's everywhere in college culture, and yeah, it can be fun. But when it becomes your go-to escape from stress, that's a red flag. What starts as casual relief can quickly turn into dependency, poor decisions, and declining health, mentally and physically. Same with binge. It becomes a source of comfort for students dealing with emotional distress. Although it may provide short-term relief, it contributes to longer-term physical and psychological issues. And screen time? It's become one of the most common coping mechanisms. Whether it's endless scrolling, binging shows, or late-night gaming, these habits may offer a momentary escape, but overuse can disrupt sleep, fuel procrastination, and deepen feelings of isolation. Then there's social withdrawal. Often mistaken for recharging is another red flag. While occasional alone time is important, extended isolation can deepen feelings of anxiety and depression, making it even harder to reach out for help.
Coping isn't bad, but we've got to check in with ourselves. Is this helping me grow or just helping me avoid? And these patterns show up everywhere, not just on campus.
That wraps up segment 2. So like, share, and grab a seat, and let's take the Peach Wellness Van to the next segment. Segment 3, Healthier Ways to Cope.
All right, segment 3, Healthier Ways to Cope. Maddie, let's flip the script. In segment 2, we talked about coping habits that can quietly turn harmful. Now let's talk about what healthy coping actually looks like.
First, movement. Exercise is a total mood booster. Yes, it has been said a million times, but that's because it works. Regular physical activity is one of the most effective science-backed ways to support mental health. Exercise triggers the release of endorphins, the brain's natural mood elevators, while reducing levels of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline.
Next, connection. Talk to someone, a friend, a family member, or a mentor. Even 10 minutes can shift your whole vibe. We call it connection of support. Then, time management, reducing chaos before it starts. It might not sound like a mental health tool, but it is one of the most powerful ones available to students. Poor time management leads to procrastination, last-minute cramming, missed deadlines, and all the stress that follows. And finally, therapy. It's not a last resort, it's a tool. Seeking help from a licensed counselor or campus mental health professional can be a game changer. Therapy offers a safe space to explore emotions, challenge thought patterns, and build coping skills. Reaching out may feel intimidating, but it's a sign of strength, and early support leads to long-term growth.
Katie, that's why we offer the Support Your Mental Book workbook planner, a Peach wellness bag filled with coping methods, and our signature Peach plushies for comfort and support. Tools that feel like home wherever you go. That's the end of segment 3. So like, share, and grab a seat. And let's take the Peach Wellness van to the last segment.
Let's dive into segment 4, the final part of our series. Why students choose harmful over healthy. We've talked about coping and coasting. Now it's time to reflect. Ask yourself, what's one habit I lean on that might be hurting more than helping? You don't have to say it out loud, just sit with it.
One reason students choose harmful habits is the lack of mental health education. Many arrive at college having been taught how to manage stress, recognize burnout, or build emotional resilience.
And some of that stems from cultures where mental health carries stigma. Despite growing awareness, therapy and vulnerability are still seen by some as weakness, keeping students from reaching out until they're in crisis.
Financial barriers matter. When therapy or wellness resources aren't accessible, students often self-medicate with alcohol, junk food, or screen time. Students may not realize their coping habits are harmful until burnout, poor health, or slipping grades hit. Coping is an unavoidable part of college life, but how you cope matters. Quick fixes bring lasting costs. Recognize the difference between healthy coping and coasting, and you'll be ready to thrive.
Thanks for tuning in to See the Peach Beyond the Eye, brought to you by the Peaches and Cream Foundation, hosted by Katie and Maddie, with insights from Anthony Palese. If these segments hit home, like, share, and help us spread the word. Mental wellness deserves space, support, and real solutions. And hey, if you're struggling, don't be ashamed to seek help. Reach out to a professional. You're never alone in this.
Ready to support the mission and carry comfort with you? Visit www.peachesandcream.org to donate or shop for Peach plushies, wellness gear, internships, and youth-friendly resources. Every step helps us reach more students and communities.
Maddie, would you like to close us out?
You got it, Katie. Until next time, Peach listeners, coping isn't just about getting through the day, it's about building a life that feels like your own. The Peach Wellness Van will catch you at the next stop. Stay peachy.